Last year, we ran a customer survey of over 900 end customers, and we found that the channels supported today and the investment plans through 2027 are really focused on AI voice and chat agents. As you can see, that's where the most of the investments are going. And then 79% of respondents who support AI channels today plan to upgrade or replace their AI voice and chat agents. And that means that they're not exactly satisfied with what they have today, right? So maybe Agentic AI helps with that. So the first topic we want to cover is moving beyond the hype, where Agentic AI truly adds value. So my first question is to Ellen and Andreas. What does Agentic AI actually add value? Where does it add value? What problems are truly agentic systems solving that traditional automation and copilots could not in the past?
In terms of the use of AI, but these were all point solutions if you think about it. It was a solution to contain the customer. Okay, I can't get the customer contained. I have to move them to an agent. I'm going to help the agent get the customer problem solved faster. You can think of it as different point solutions that AI was able to enable. Where Agentic AI is really taking all of this is it's moving from these being specific discrete features or capabilities that are being run in different parts of the platform for different functions or different use cases to an operating layer, essentially, that orchestrates a workflow across for the entire CX experience. Everything from the first touch for the customer, it could be a text, could be an email, it could be a call, all the way through to generating automated workflows, helping the agent get the customer's problem solved, doing follow-ups with the customer, and all the other automations required in order to ensure that the customer's problem is solved, that the outcome is achieved for the customer. So we've moved from these point type solutions, which AI has helped sort of move along, to more of an operating layer where now Agentic AI is providing that full orchestration across the entire CX experience.
So Agentic actually brought AI also to the process orchestration in a much smarter way. So you go from completely static or more or less static activity-driven processes to goal-driven processes where the customer basically is able to dictate how this whole conversation goes and what things he or she would like to achieve. So that is a completely new situation that is way more effective. It brings a couple of challenges, of course, to guardrail and control, but it's a completely different game, and it gives us absolutely new opportunities. And it, by the way, goes beyond call center. Wherever you use agentic approaches, you get new things and new possibilities, of course.
The next topic I find really valuable, and I'm curious on both sides because TP is a company that operates with so many businesses, right, across verticals and very different kinds of organizations and contact center environments. And Alain has a WEM, Workforce Engagement Management organization. And so both of you offer a lot on this front. So designed for human AI collaboration, not replacement. My question for y'all is, how can we reimagine the live agent role? How should organizations redesign jobs rather than simply automating tasks? Clearly, they're both growing, continue to grow. The more complex questions are going to go to the agents. But AI absolutely has a big space in this organization. Let's start with Andreas this time.
You always have to have some human on the loop to oversee the overall process, how things are going. And sometimes also you see from the end customer reaction that AI is derailing. But what I would like to add here also is what we see from building agentic workflows is it's not an end-to-end 100% replacement. So very often it's a part of the journey that is taken by AI, then a part is taken by a human, then again it goes back to AI. So it's not the complex versus the simple. It's not the end-to-end always. It's sometimes parts of the journey that are taken by either humans or AI in that case.
Agentic AI, and Andreas said it, it can handle very complex interactions on its own. And, the bot is able to adapt and answer some complex questions. But what's happening is because not all these interactions can take place with an agentic AI bot and require a live human agent. The agent's role is now evolving from just sort of being an agent to being more of a specialist now. The unit of work used to be that simple interaction, has now become a full workflow that requires specialists, people with more advanced skill sets. That does also impact, I wanted to add, does impact things like coaching, for example. So in the past, we would monitor the calls, record the calls, score them, and then share that with the agent, say, here's how you can improve. Now coaching becomes more of a real-time thing. It means there's this constant coaching that's going on as interactions evolve, and as the more complex interactions, things that bots can't handle or shouldn't be handling are moving to humans. Being able to constantly coach them and give them the training and the support needed for them to be able to solve the problem and get the customer exactly what they're looking for. So it's a unit of work problem, if you will, that's changed, but it's also the fact that as a result of that, really, that role of the agent now, it's no longer the traditional agent.
What risks are leaders underestimating, and what opportunities are they overlooking? Let's start with Bernie this time.
I think there's some misconceptions around how you implement agentic and how you do so. Misconceptions include, implementing agentic on legacy systems and legacy workflows and throwing agentic at it. It's going to kind of magically, fix those issues. Where the reality is, you really have to re-architect those workflows for an agentic world. And you obviously have to transform and modernize your systems. That's the whole kind of transformation that we hear so much about. And neither of those are trivial. And I'm not sure that everyone is kind of everyone appreciates the amount of work that it takes to successfly do this.
The biggest problem I have, quite frankly, is that it became so easy to build a prototype, and then everyone thinks the job is done. This is the biggest change, frankly, I saw so far, that the prototype looks almost perfect, but it's also totally not real, while it feels like the real thing. And this is what creates a lot of problems in the transition, because people don't really understand the difference very often, and to get it right and to get it approved. So I would say that the gap between the first nice prototype and the real thing, this huge gap that is totally underestimated, is the key challenge, I would say.
There's that building of trust that has to happen between the user and AI, to a point where the user comes to there was an inflection point where the user says, okay, the AI can do it, can do exactly what I think it should be doing, and now I can trust it to automate it at that point. So it's that building that trust also that helps with adoption and change management.